This is a wake up call. Hello and welcome to a wake up call. I think I'm trying too many theme songs already. Okay, so this is a wake up call. Hello and welcome to Wake Up Call. I'm Joka Jenny, the J girl. And today on Wake Up Call, we try to answer. I try to answer. Me, myself, and we try to answer your dear coach questions. So we call it the real talk because it's gotten real. So um, today I wanted to talk about something that overwhelms quite a number of young people. And it appears as if this has gotten worse over time. It's just been increasingly spreading. I do think, though, just by my meager observation from my tiny corner of the world, that we're seeing some reduction in that. But on the other hand, it can manifest in different ways. So, without much further ado, because I've been talking about this without really talking about it, today I decided that I was going to answer the question about stress and anxiety. What is the best way for me to handle stress and anxiety? So I think that um, where anxiety um, is your reaction to internal pressure. Stress is or your stress is like your reaction to external pressure. I may be wrong, right? Um, I don't have monopoly on that answer or that explanation. I don't have it all perfect. Um, but I think that for one, anxiety, for example, can be overwhelming. I have not said this out loud, even to very close family. So this is like my coming of age, coming out bits of story. So in 2022, I believe, last year or 2021, one of these years, after 2020 and before 2023, I started to experience panic attacks. Um, and this had never happened to me before. I mean, I'm like that jaded African who feels like, no, such things don't happen to us here. I mean, no African has panic what, you know, needs to be that person. I just have or had have still. I won't I won't lie. I try not to lie. Like my but I just have this list of things that I just feel like can't happen to Africans, or it's not supposed to happen to Africans. We don't even hear of it here, right? And it's not because we're genetically indisposed to them. It's just not our thing. There's too much to worry about, like NEPA, to come be worrying about anxiety or panic attacks or things like that. This is me who speaks about mental health, who's volunteered with a couple of friends to take the message of mental health to other people. But it just goes to show that it wasn't real to me that um, some things were so possible. So even though they were possible for other people, I just didn't see it happening to me. Long story short, I discovered why after a couple. Um, I think it was about 2 or 3 panic attacks. I discovered, the source, and I do believe I have overcome. Yeah, I put myself in positions or in situations where I was supposed to experience anxiety, and I do see that I have overcome. Now that's a radical way to go. Of course, I had counsel of professionals. I had the counsel of friends. I had the counsel of mentors when it came to this. But so the first thing I want to say is that it is possible. You can have panic attacks as an African. Yes, darling, you can. As a black person, as a person of color, yes, you can. Black and brown, you can. Definitely, definitely have um, panic attacks, anxiety attacks, and things like that. And they can be caused by a range of a number of things, right? They are emotions, right? They are emotions. Um, Now, I say all of this to say that automatically, when I hear what is the best way to handle stress and anxiety, I automatically think a professional. See a professional, see a therapist, see a medical doctor. If your stress factor is manifesting in a physical way, but if you want to handle yourself, just before you get to the professional, you want to get a grip on yourself. For anxiety, I would recommend deep breathing exercises. If you're not against yoga, yoga is a beautiful thing to center your mind and put your, you know, one at the origin, just bring you back to yourself. Um, Yoga is a great, great antidote for both, even for stress. For stress, I don't know why I'm saying stress a lot as physical and anxiety a lot as emotional. Maybe because of what I'm used to. So for stress, I'm thinking physical solutions. Stretch a bit, do some stretches, some exercises, and relax. I mean, of course, it feels like that's like the next best thing. But when it comes to anxiety, as little as it may be or as huge as it may be. So panic attack is like one extreme on the thing on the whatever. The word is escaping. But you know what I mean. So panic attacks is like on the extreme of that bar. You could just have anxiety towards getting on stage, seeing people, new people, talking to somebody new, um, just center yourself, breathe. If there are affirmations which I have um, that work for you that you usually use to focus on yourself and help yourself, I think that you should do that. You should go into those affirmations and call yourself back to the person that you are in those affirmations. So that's like one of some of the things ideas that I think you can take note of. Somebody like me, for example, when it comes to stress, I find that eating fruits like watermelons or pineapples, it feels like they just sweeten my mood. So I feel the stress literally go away. I would not recommend ice cream, even though they are great stress relievers. Another thing that I used, I was going to talk about it, I was thinking about it like, oh yeah, that's true. This is actually a great stress relief for me. It would be nice to share this on Wake Up Call. Is cooking. So I love cooking. I love whipping up new meals and whipping up new stuff, right? So I I find that distresses me. So I'm able to just put my hand, knead something, or chop and try, fry, just think up a new recipe. Sometimes, even just writing down a recipe that I'm thinking in my head just takes it all away. So find your sweet spot and enjoy it. But the very best way, I would say, is see a professional. Um, some coaches can walk you through anxiety if they're qualified for it to help you resolve anxious feelings and things like that. So I'm all for the go see a professional. Um, they help. They know what they're doing. A lot of them, anyways. Have a good weekend. Toodles.